Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our certification workshop. This is our 101, or how to become an NGLCC certified LGBT business enterprise. We're glad you're joining us. My name is Tammy Wallace. I am the co-founder and president and CEO of the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce. My pronouns are she, her, hers. We are happy to have you join us this afternoon for, again, this Certification 101 workshop. We are pleased to partner with the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce, or as they are commonly known, the NGLCC, and our wonderful Impact Partner Wells Fargo, who has been a strong supporter of not only our chamber of the NGLCC, but the LGBTQ plus business community as a whole. So we are grateful for their continued support and partnership, such as bringing this workshop to you this afternoon. And I love talking about the certification. It is a great opportunity for our LGBTQ plus owned businesses to get support, be able to engage, grow your business. There's a variety of things that come with the certification. So we are going to talk about that here. So with that, let's get started. And Maureen, thank you for handling the slides. Our team is on. Maureen Mayuri is handling our slides, our executive administrator. So first up, let's talk about the NGLCC. So some of you may have heard about the NGLCC, but the NGLCC, or National LGBT Chamber of Commerce, and our chamber, the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce, we are two separate independent organizations. We partner with one another to best support our local LGBTQ plus business community. As a regional chamber, this partnership at the national level is pivotal for the work that we are doing in Houston. And some of you may or may not know, but as a member, if you're a member of the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce, all your certification fees, or the certification fee for the LGBTBE certification, is waived. That certification, as it stands today, is $8.99. So that is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to engage with everything we're doing locally and regionally by becoming a member if you're not already, and then certainly getting the waiver of the certification fee. In fact, local affiliate, and that is what we are called, an affiliate LGBTQ plus chamber with the NGLCC across the country. These local affiliate LGBTQ chambers directly support and advocate for LGBTQ plus business owners in our local markets, while the NGLCC supports national efforts for LGBTQ plus business advocacy. So it is a beautiful relationship and partnership between our work regionally, even statewide with our Texas LGBTQ plus chambers, and the NGLCC at the national level. So you can feel free to, we can visit our website at houstonlgbtqchamber.com to learn more about our work at the chamber and what we are doing if you're not already a member with the Houston LGBTQ plus chamber. And look, membership's easy, we promise. We make it very, very easy to actually join our chamber. 10 minutes max application, we promise. And once you get your application process, you can start your application process with the NGLCC, your certification application. All right, Maureen, next slide. So let's talk about the NGLCC. Again, we are so proud of the partnership we have with the NGLCC. The NGLCC was actually founded in 2002, and the organization is a direct link between LGBTQ plus business owners, corporations. They have over 450 corporate partners. We'll talk about that in a minute, as well as government partners. And in addition to being that link between LGBTQ plus business owners and corporations and government, the NGLCC leads national policy on LGBTQ plus economic inclusion. They also founded, which we are incredibly proud of this as part of the partnership with the NGLCC, they founded the National Business Inclusion Consortium. I'm going to touch on that a little bit later. And they work with over 75 plus domestic and international affiliate chambers. Even LGBTQ chambers such as ourselves are working in other countries to support their business and local LGBTQ plus communities. And I should note too that the NGLCC is the exclusive certifying body for LGBTBEs. In fact, talking about those corporate partners, the NGLCC, as I mentioned, has over 450 plus corporate partners. They work with these corporations to connect them with LGBTQ plus businesses for contracting opportunity. Their founding corporate partners are listed on this slide. You can see those: American Airlines, Intel, IBM, and you can certainly check out the NGLCC's website for their full list of corporate partners. We also have around 65 corporate partners. We call those Impact Partners for the Houston Chamber that we work with around supplier diversity initiatives, as well as engaging their LGBTQ plus ERGs. So it's a wonderful, wonderful partnership, whether at the national level through the NGLCC or accessing our local regional impact partners that we work with. Again, I mentioned that the NGLCC is the exclusive third-party national certification body for LGBTQ-owned businesses. This certification is modeled after the National Minority Supplier Development and Women's Business Enterprise National Council certifications. So on par with those highly sought after, highly recognized certifications that are national as well. And very specifically, the certification, or the LGBTBE certification, is available to for-profit businesses. Sometimes we get a question if nonprofits are eligible, and unfortunately that is not the case. This is specifically for for-profit businesses that are at least 51% owned, operated, managed, and controlled by an LGBTQ plus person or persons. So obviously these certifications they started to take advantage of supplier diversity opportunities. If you have been in business, you've probably heard the term diverse suppliers, supplier diversity, diverse vendors. What is supplier diversity? So supplier diversity is the intentional inclusion of socially or economically disadvantaged groups in procurement opportunities. It is a commitment that companies make to do business with diverse-owned businesses as part of their spend that they, spend year after year to run those large companies. Supplier diversity is, a wonderful opportunity for diverse-owned businesses, whether you're LGBTQ plus owned or not, to engage around contracting. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but it is something that we're proud to champion in Houston with our partners. Many of our partners are supplier diversity partners as well, recognizing the LGBTB certification in their supplier diversity efforts. So before we jump into more details, I just want to mention too that the NGLCC has a considerable amount of resources. Again, this is why we love partnering with the NGLCC, because it's not just what we're offering our members regionally and locally, but it is also through the NGLCC as part of that certification. There are tons of resources. Some of those are noted on the slide here, but the NGLCC Supplier Diversity Initiative, or SDI, as they like to call it, they work to facilitate the certification process, explain the benefits of certification, and distribute opportunities to LGBTBEs. Once you become a certified LGBTBE, you'll get updates on programming, contracting opportunities, a host of things to help you support and grow your business. The Stakeholder Engagement Center at the NGLCC works very specifically with the corporate relations team to refer qualified LGBTBEs for requests for proposals, or RFPs, and other business development opportunities. The engagement team is also very proactive because they are constantly looking for opportunities to pair complementary businesses for projects they can tackle as a team or as a subcontractor. So it's not just working with the large companies, but the NGLCC has their eye on the ball in terms of helping to connect other certified businesses with one another, where there might be potential opportunities for you to collaborate and do business together. And the NGLCC, in terms of resources, they are working to foster more viable matches. They are working throughout the year. The engagement team is facilitating those hand match meetings between certified suppliers and corporate partners, all as part of this their supplier diversity initiative, their support of LGBTBE certified businesses. So it is something that even, I tell a lot of our prospective businesses looking to get certified, even if you were not going to be able to utilize your certification in terms of, say, contracting, the opportunities that the NGLCC affords you to help you grow, to learn, their mentoring programs, other things you'll be hearing about. Tremendous opportunity, as well as being able to highlight your business as an LGBTBE certified business. So it is an incredible certification, and we applaud the NGLCC for their continued work around the certification. So let's talk about certification steps. So as with any certification, you have to figure out how you're going to get certified. What are those steps going to be so you can take the first, the second step, etc. The first step, really quite simply, is to complete your business profile on my.nglcc.org. Now, this is where you're going to add information such as your contact information, your website. You are going to start that application, setting up, your business in the NGLCC's portal. The next step, once you get your initial setup, password, and some preliminary contact information, is to upload your supporting documents. So these documents provide more information about the business itself and you as the owner. So the NGLCC wants to know those two things. They want to learn more about your business, what your business does, a lot of different qualifier documents that you can include, and also tell us about you. Tell the NGLCC about you, your business, and any other co-owners as well. So some of those supporting documents can include a proof of U.S. citizenship or permanent residency as an owner on the application, an LGBTQ plus status qualifiers, what that's called, to show that you are in fact a person that identifies as an LGBTQ plus person. Status qualifier for each owner are required for every business. So documents that could be used are a marriage certificate, things like that. And there's a whole host of information that the NGLCC is going to provide as part of the application process. Additional documents that are requested based on your business structure include articles of organization and tax document. Going back to the LGBTQ status qualifier, I mentioned, again, many options for you to submit and show that: the marriage certificate, personal reference letters, and owners should submit whatever documents that they feel most comfortable sharing in terms of those LGBTQ status qualifier documents. Step 3 of the process is a virtual visit. This is certainly where we come in as an affiliate chamber in Houston. The site visit typically takes place virtually. It's a brief informational interview about you and your business. And typically which is the affiliate chamber, we conduct the site visit. And this is a great way for us to reinforce with you what we're doing locally and regionally to support your business. It's also a tremendous opportunity for us just to learn more about your business as we work to support you as an LGBTQ or an LGBTBE certified business. Then after the site visit is completed, your completed application is going to be reviewed by the NGLCC. They have a national certification committee. They actually conduct the final review at their monthly meetings and make the ultimate certification decision. And after that meeting occurs, that monthly committee meeting, the supplier diversity team will reach out to you with a final decision and with your certification materials. So I do want to emphasize here that again, that NGLCC certification fee is waived if you are a member of our chamber, the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus chamber, and if you are a paying member, a member already of our chamber, your certification with the NGLCC is absolutely free of charge. So when you go in to apply, they're going to show a drop down to have you attach your receipt showing proof of membership. So you're going to want to hang on to that, make sure you've got that in hand as part of those documents that you'll upload. So as far as the certificate, once you're certified, businesses receive an LGBTBE certificate like the one you're seeing on screen. And this certification is valid for 3 years. After 3 years, you must apply for recertification, and you will receive reminders from the NGLCC when it comes time to renew. So they are going to let you know well in advance and anything that you'll need to provide for the recertification process. But again, it's valid for 3 years. So let's talk about the benefits of certification. So first of all, just receiving national recognition by America's top corporations as an NGLCC certified LGBTBE and gaining access to corporate partners, as well as other certified companies on my.nglcc.org. So again, you're going to have access to the NGLCC's 450 plus corporate partners, particularly their supplier diversity representatives, and then other certified businesses where you may look and see who does something similar or complementary, and where there might be what we like to call B2B or business to business opportunities in that sense, versus the B2C, business to corporate, the B2B. All of that's going to be in the database. So you're going to have access to all corporate, government, and organizational partners that are looking to do business with certified LGBTBE companies. You are also going to have use of the NGLCC certified LGBTBE logo on your website and on marketing materials where that makes sense for your business. We encourage our certified members to utilize this, maximize this from a marketing perspective to show that your business is LGBTBE certified, LGBTQ plus owned. We know that just in the marketplace, the consumer marketplace alone, that the community and general and our allies, consumers are looking to do business with LGBTQ plus owned businesses. So this the certification is certainly one way to promote that you are an LGBTQ plus owned business, as well as have been through this process of getting certified. So the opportunity to attend, and we just got back from the NGLCC's International Business and Leadership Conference, is huge. Plus regional events with special access to opportunities for certified LGBTB companies that we do regionally and that the NGLCC does. So there is all kinds of ways to engage throughout the year with the NGLCC as a certified business, as well as the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus chamber. I will say we just got back from Palm Springs from the conference and had a wonderful time connecting with, I think it was around 16 or 1700 people really from across the country and really across the globe, as I mentioned, with those global affiliates plus international companies. One part of the NGLCC certification that I really think is terrific is it's the opportunity to get paired for matchmaker meetings. So you may have heard this term, may not, matchmaker, it's a matchmaker where they're literally matching you with supplier diversity professionals. So as a certified LGBTB company, you're being matched with a certified supplier diversity professional, and with those companies that are looking to do business with LGBTQ owned businesses. So there's virtual matchmaker programs and in-person NGLCC signature events. The matchmaker is certainly something that happens at the conference every year. as your affiliate LGBTQ plus chamber as well. We do a matchmaker each year along with our Thrive Small Business Summit, which we do each January. Um, so you might be thinking, how do I utilize, the certification? There certainly are, and we're talking about connecting with supplier diversities, business development opportunities from the NGLCC to just develop your business and help you become a solid business, giving training, tools, and resources. And that includes educational and development webinars and professional development opportunities. I mentioned that mentorship program that is open to LGBTBEs who have been certified for at least 1 year, and it connects LGBTBEs with corporate representatives and seasoned LGBTBEs for a year-long relationship in which you engage in professional development, just specifically for you as an LGBTQ plus owned business. In addition, the NGLCC hosts monthly webinars. Sometimes those webinars are specific to commodity or growth areas. They include just tons of wisdom and knowledge from both our seasoned LGBTBEs as part of the NGLCC's network or NGLCC corporate partners. So speaking of corporate opportunities, corporate partners here's how the corporate partners, in one way they engage around the certification. So typically they are reaching out to the NGLCC with opportunities and more specifically with RFPs where they're looking to engage LGBTQ plus owned businesses. They send the NGLCC information on procurement, networking, and matchmaker events. And again, I mentioned those matchmaker events, something to take advantage of. They also serve as mentors to the NGLCC program. So the corporate partners with the NGLCC are investing in a variety of ways, investing in LGBTQ owned businesses from, sharing out information, RFPs, engaging with LGBTQ owned businesses around matchmaker, and then certainly the mentorship program. The NGLCC, their commitment in terms of corporate opportunities are to match RFPs to relevant NGLCC certified LGBTBEs. So they are actively working as those RFPs come in, combing the list of certified businesses to see where there may be match. They're sending contact and capability information of relevant LGBTBEs to corporate partners for contracting opportunities. Their team is laser focused on this every day of the year to help increase the opportunities for LGBTBE certified businesses. And they do alert LGBTBEs of upcoming opportunities and deadlines as that information is passed to them from their corporate partners. So it's a great collaboration between the corporate partners and the NGLCC to increase opportunities to engage LGBTBE certified business. So let's talk about a concept some of you may have heard of called tiered contracting. And sometimes it's tier 1, tier 2. We'll talk about that here in a second. But tiered contracting is something we want to highlight because this is a great way to get your foot in the door when it comes to contracting. Specifically with corporate contracting, there are what we call tier 1 and tier 2 suppliers. A tier 1 supplier, sometimes you'll hear this referred to as a prime supplier in government. A tier 1 supplier invoices a corporation directly for the goods and services. Very simply, they are the ones that are contracting with a corporation to perform services or supply goods. A tier 2 supplier will invoice a tier 1 supplier to a corporation. So they are actually working for the tier 1 organization. Because so many contracts are created from the prime or tier 1 contract, there are many opportunities for LGBTBEs, including teaming up with other LGBTBEs to take on larger contracts. You may think, well, my company's too small to work for a large company. But by working and teaming up with other LGBTBEs or a larger tier one contractor or supplier, this can create and open up opportunities for you and your business as a certified LGBTBE business. So I want to just quickly transition and talk a little bit. I mentioned earlier about becoming a member if you're not already, and the benefits of being a member of the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce. Very specifically, obviously this partnership with the with the NGLCC around the LGBTBE certification. So again, $8.99 certification fee as we record this today. For active members, that is waived. You immediately get that back. This is also, for us, a great opportunity to engage our smaller businesses in larger contract opportunities. I mentioned our almost 65 corporate partners or impact partners that we're working to connect our members with regularly. We have our own LGBTBE roundtable that we work with businesses to put them around the table with our supplier diversity professionals, the matchmaker, the Thrive Small Business Summit. I'll share one thing we did that was unique last year was bringing in our LGBTQ plus, or excuse me, this year, our LGBTQ plus employee resource groups to connect them and from a matchmaker perspective with some of our companies that are doing things that are relevant for, say, Pride Month, to connect those ERGs so they know that you as a supplier exist. And as they're thinking through Pride Month and planning Pride Month activities and they have needs around T-shirts and things like that, that there are LGBTBE suppliers that are ready and willing to provide those goods or services. So that is something that we want to make sure that we are regularly connecting our members with. And I also want to mention too that our chamber, we host about 100 events a year, give or take. We are a very, very active chamber. So it's an opportunity for you to engage, not just as a certified business, but as a business owner to get support and visibility for your business in the local and regional market. We host a lot of different things throughout the year, including giving back to the community through our chamber holiday food and supply drive. So the certification is just one piece of how you can engage with the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce, plus our programming. I hope you see this, what we like to call wraparound. We are wrapping our arms around you from the local regional perspective, and the NGLCC through the certification and all the support that comes with that are wrapping their arms around your business from a national perspective. And this is how we can help our LGBTQ-owned businesses grow and thrive. And ultimately, we want them to succeed. So what you may not know, and we love sharing this stat, is that the U.S. LGBTQ biz, did you know that it is the 10th largest world economy? So if you were to compare this, we contribute, LGBTQ-owned businesses contribute over $1.7 trillion to the U.S. economy, contributing to good jobs and innovation, also building wealth and expanding diversity in the LGBTQ plus community. When we think about this in terms of America's LGBTQ economy, this slide that you see is showing you a few more statistics on America's LGBTQ economy. This study was actually conducted in 2016, so you can imagine how these numbers have grown. 1.7 trillion, as I mentioned, but we show average revenue, the national estimate, annual earnings, our estimated just buying power, almost $1 trillion. And we think that's certainly grown and surpassed since 2015. These numbers are staggering. And this is what we give back to the national economy. We are definitely part of the economic fabric of our city, of our region, of our state, and our national economy. So we love sharing those stats, and we want you to have a frame so you understand that you're part of this business movement as an LGBTQ owned business, and certainly with your certification that can move you even further in terms of some of the numbers that you're seeing. I love sharing this next tidbit of information because this just shows the innovation and the work that the NGLCC is doing at the national level. They actually founded in 2011 the National Business Inclusion Consortium, or the NBIC. So what is the NBIC? It includes the NGLCC and the U.S. Black Chambers, Disability In, the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the United States Pan-Asian Chamber of Commerce, We Connect International, and the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, or WeBank. Together, these organizations, so now we shared the stats with you about how you fit in this LGBTQ business economy and the national economy, but now see this number over $9 trillion in annual consumer spending power between these organizations. And many of these diverse chambers also offer their own diverse certifications and have local chambers in regions across the country. So we encourage you, if we all have that intersectionality, maybe a person of color owned business, women, disabled, veteran, there are tons of opportunities around that status as well to get certified and take advantage along with your LGBTBE certification or LGBTQ plus status. So the NGLCC is very committed. Speaking of persons of color, the NGLCC is very committed to supporting communities of color through their Communities of Color initiative. The mission of this initiative, or COCHI, as the NGLCC refers to it, works to support the growth and success of minority LGBTQ-owned businesses through certification and business development by creating opportunities for economic advancement and the empowerment of minority LGBTQ business community. The NGLCC has, and Maureen, I think, is going to put that in the chat, and we'll certainly include it in our follow-up email. The NGLCC, again, here's Wells Fargo stepping up once again to support LGBTQ-owned businesses, has scholarships available for minority-owned businesses in partnership with Wells Fargo. The scholarship, what that covers is your first year of membership dues with our local affiliate chamber, and then, of course, waives your certification fee. I believe, oh, yep, we do have the QR code on screen. Yes, I forget about these QR codes, which are so incredibly helpful. So if you are, if you feel like you apply, you would qualify for this scholarship, we encourage you, go ahead and fill that out. It's a simple application to submit for the scholarship. The next one actually is the NGLCC's TGX initiative. In 2018, the NGLCC established the Transgender and Gender Expansive Initiative, or TGX for short. And the mission of this initiative is to convene a group of diverse leaders that will improve and advise upon efforts to procure goods and services from transgender, gender nonconforming, non-binary, and gender expansive business owners, with the ultimate goal of economic empowerment for some of our most vulnerable, yet most innovative members of the LGBTQ plus community. And you can see the QR code there online. The NGLCC has scholarships for this particular initiative as well, again, in partnership with Wells Fargo. And so it's the same as the COCHI scholarship. It's going to cover that first year of membership dues with our chamber and waive that certification fee. Once again, simple application. So get those applications in. So the NGLCC will then follow up with you to let you know if that has been approved, and then they will help you in terms of next steps on your certification journey. So with that, we come to the end. I'd love to see if we've got any questions that we can answer for you about the certification, about NGLCC, about our chamber. Happy to answer those. You can just put those questions in the chat if you have any questions. Give it just a minute here. The certification is certainly a powerful tool, as I mentioned, whether utilizing that to market your business, to participate in contracting opportunities, to access all kinds of resources, and also to be part of this national LGBTQ plus business movement, plus everything we're doing locally and regionally. So we encourage you to visit our website to learn more about membership if you're not already a member at Houston LGBTQ chamber.com. And you can learn, you can see our events calendar as well, everything that we are doing across the region to bring LGBTQ plus businesses and the community overall together, along with our large companies and impact partners. We have a question. Will we get a recording of this presentation? Ryan, you bet. We are going to send that out to you, along with a one-pager to give you some additional information about the certification. And of course, we are here to support you in any way. And Jules is asking if you are a current NGLCC member, how much is recertification? The recertification, I believe, is $249, but that is waived too. The recertification fee is waived if you are a member in good standing with your local affiliate chamber. So I would note too, on September 19th, we're going to be doing the next in this series of certification webinars, talking about once you're certified, what that looks like. So we're doing that in partnership with our colleagues at the National LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce, with the North Texas LGBTQ Chambers of Commerce. We are doing that in collaboration with them. So that information will be on our website shortly in terms of you can register and feel free to join us for that. Are there other questions that we can answer about the certification or anything else we've shared with you today? Great questions. All right. Maureen's adding some links there to our calendar. I want to share our contact information on screen as well as the NGLCC. So if you have any other specific questions about the certification or anything that we've shared related to the certification, you can reach out directly to the NGLCC at supplierdiversity@nglcc.org or give them a call. And then, of course, being part of our affiliate chamber, you can reach out to us as well. We're glad to answer any questions about membership, the work that we're doing to support you as LGBTQ owned and LGBTBE certified businesses. We would love to see you. And we've got in fact, we've got an event next week coming up, our monthly Third Thursday breakfast. We'd love to have you. That is on our website. And we invite you to be a guest, join us for that. To just engage with other business owners, the community, other folks from around the city and the region. So, Ryan, very good. I'm glad this was helpful. Again, we're going to send out some follow-up information that will wrap this all up for you in a document as well as the recording. And please know that we are here to support you. The primary reason why the Greater Houston LGBTQ plus Chamber exists is to drive economic inclusion in Houston and the region. And that means helping your business grow and succeed. So that is our primary goal. Thank you for joining us again this afternoon for this session, and we hope to see you very soon.